Hey guys, and welcome to episode 27 of my Friendly Island series, where we take the items from the tutorial island and go to the Grand Exchange and see where we can end up. So, we're back to being consistent, and we've got some offers already bought and some offers already sold for this episode. So, as you can see, the ham joint was one of the new items from last episode, and it really did have a very good margin. So, last episode, we were flipping it from anywhere between 150k to 180k, and at the minute it's still managing to pull a 140k margin. So because of that, we'll just amend the price, and we are looking to go for a couple, and hopefully we can keep this going for a while. So we are going to go quite big on this episode. We are actually going to go and try and purchase 11, and the 3.7 mil we have left, we will try and put in a smaller item, because the flare trousers, although they have carried us for the past couple of episodes, looking at this margin we're going to pull here, it might not be the best to keep going. We might just try and see to find some other items. So in a minute, looking at that, it's only roughly got about 100k margin, which is not the best. And we've really performed with a lot better items lately, and we'll move into the ham joints. So the item which we will replace the flared trousers with is looking to be the Gothic up top. Here you can see it's roughly got about 17k margin, but we can buy a full G slot of them, and we can also just keep it going for the time being until we find something better. Now, sometimes with clue scroll items, you do have to accept the fact that you won't get the top flips for a certain period of time, and you just have to keep moving and just keep turning over the items you've got. The katanas have sat there for a whole episode, and we've not really managed to buy a lot. We've put in a low ball offer of about 68k, and that's because we had a really, really low sort of margin at the time. I presume soon that we'll eventually sell them and find something else, because they are taking up GE slots. But if I do, I'll let you know. So coming back, all the ham joints have bought, and just a quick look at what else we've been trying to buy as well. The katanas, to my surprise, have actually bought. So I'm hoping when we put them in sell, they will have a much better flip. We did have to up the price up to 113k though, but as you can see by here, once we've tested that flip, there's a 30k margin in that. The 3 katanas we've managed to actually pick up for 68k. We are going to double our money on it, although it only will end up being 168k. But here is why you always check your margins, because the katanas were actually selling for a lot higher than what I put my offer in for. So that's another lesson which I will learn and hopefully not do again. We only lost a bit of money, but it's just more to the pot which we could have added. So before selling this time, I'm just going to check the price for the ham joint. So the instant buy was 1.5 mil, which is a bit bad from what we were going to originally buy for. So at the minute, we're only making 5k profit. So we've put in a lot of our GP into these ham joints, and at the minute, what they're selling for is not enough for us to actually turn a decent profit. So what I will do for this is just simply put in a high offer, let them sit in the G for a little bit, and hopefully we can shift them over time. I'm hoping that items like this, which has such a low amount of items being traded a day, can get volatile and we can sell for that price. So rather than have you all sit through that, I've just cleaned up the G slots and got rid of some items. The wizard boots we've been trying to buy back again, just to see if we were able to flip. Didn't go out the best, so we're just going to put all these in sell. Hopefully we can shift them as well. The rope tops, we bought all the Gothics and we're trying to sell them. And Zami, we're just trying to go through again as well. So coming back, the ham joint actually did sell for the cash offer we put them in for, which is good for ham joints and flare trousers because they're so low volume and so niche. Sometimes you can just sit on them. It might take a couple of days like it did here. Sometimes between clips, it could be hours or it could be days. It just depends how quick the items turn around and how often I log in. Some days, due to work, I can't be in every day and I can't be in every couple of hours. But sometimes it is a couple of days between the two. But we've hit a bit of a problem. Ham joints, in a minute, only have a flip margin of 20k. Flare trousers do have 100k, so I think just for the time being, it's more than what we've got anywhere else. And in terms of how much the other clue scroll items cost, we do have a lot of spare cash. So we managed to buy some Robe of Darkness tops as well. These are a bit of a meme for the channel, so we'll put them into sell and see how they go. So the flare trousers did buy. So they've bought for 2.9 mil, and we'll just put them in sell now for just over 3 mil, and hopefully we can shift them. And if they do sell, we will probably jump on the flare trousers hype for a while. Just want to test the ham joint for the time being, and hopefully it can perform like it did before. But like you see there, just compared to when we were flipping the previous clip, it's gone back up to where it was trading before. So that's why it's always important just to keep buying and selling for just one item at a time, just to check the margins. So here, it's got a 70k margin. Is it the best? No. Is it the best of what I've got currently? It probably is, yeah. So because of that, we will put an offer in to buy it. And hopefully, during the time it's going to take us to buy it, maybe it goes up a bit more. And if not, we can just put it in for a high price and hopefully it does sell. So I'll come back and update you guys. So we are back and buying some more flared trousers. Shock. So just going to test the margin real quick. It's a 3.1 mil buy. And just checking what it can sell for once we can sell it. Pretty much at the minute, we're just sort of sticking with the items we've been doing. The god robe tops are going okay. Katanas are always slow, but they always are. But we do pull a decent margin, and the hand joints are a bit sporadic with the price. So we're just sort of sitting on these items. I'm still trying to find other items as well. I'm hoping at one point the friendly kilt is actually worth flipping, and it is. We'll go from there. But for the time being, we'll just be shifting onto flared trousers again for the time being, and also try and find what is the best robe leg for the extra slots. We got 9 mil spare cash, which we'll put in the flared trousers, and we'll just rotate through a cheaper item. But yeah, at the minute we're going all right. I'm hoping by the end of sort of this episode, or maybe in the middle of the next episode, that bond is finished and we can start working our way into the 30 mil mark. Once we've made 30 mil, I think with how much we've spent in bonds, we've definitely made it past 50 mil. And it just shows that you can flip from basically nothing to a decent stack of cash. But yeah, just going to put in some buy offers for this and then put in the rest of the sell offers. And then we'll come back and update for the end of the episode. So to finish this episode, we have bought some Spike Manacles again. They had a much better margin this time of about 50k. So we'll just put that offer in to buy, sorry to sell, and we'll see how they get on. Now, something which I wasn't expecting was for the Spike Manacles to sell straight away. And not only that, go a bit above what I originally thought. So we made an extra 200k on that flip. So we actually managed to sell them for 885k, which is a lot better. So all we'll do with them, I've always found that Spike Manacles do sell quite quick anyway. They are actually a very good flip, and I'm quite glad I found them. So I've just put enough back in for 6 more, and hopefully we can replicate that. Now the katanas have finally bought. This is sometimes a problem I have with the katanas. They take that long to buy. I sometimes lose the sell price. So with that, it will just mean that I'll just have to double check it again. I think we bought them for 115k each. So there we've got a 12k margin each, which for something like a katana, sometimes I'll try and hold off for something a bit better. So all I'll do here is just check what they're selling for. Sometimes if it is lower in the buy price, the sell price is sometimes in that 70 to 80k margins, which I've shown before because I found it, and I'll just simply buy more rather than sell. So we'll put in the sell price for a little bit higher than what the sell price is already. And you never know. Sometimes they'll just sell for that price because blue scroll items are volatile and low frequency. But that'll be the end of this episode. We've made some serious gains again this episode. Ham joints have done really, really well. And whenever we've managed to get on them with a decent margin, those Spike Manacles have moved very quick as well. But that'll be the end of this episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed. As always, if there's any comments you've got to leave in the comment section, I'll always try my best to reply, and any suggestions for future content or whatever to flip as well, always appreciated. So I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.